comes all the stuff. Recording is started. Oh, yeah, look at that. Those little numbers are moving. Okay.
Yeah, look at that.
Here you go, you mother scratchers. It begins in 3, 2, 1.
Another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever.
This is The Boop Show, episode 268. Today is Tuesday, December 15th, 2020. Hey, you guys, welcome back to The Boop Show. We're exploring the best indie titles and hidden gems of the video game world each and every week. My name is Scott Johnson. He's Brian Dunaway, and he's dancing with a mouse or something. What is that in your hand?
Oh, yeah, this is I think I showed just last week. It's my little pad.
Oh.
It's my little pad. It hooks up through its own little dongle, and so that's better than a Bluetooth thing.
Sounds like a Hasbro toy. My little pad. Yeah.
My little pad is called a RIX. RIX8. Look at all the little things you can do with that. You can move your fingers and you can do the things, and it's got a little wheelie here.
I just realized something. That's the same brand as the keyboard I bought for
Is
my
it really?
PC. Yeah, I have this gamer keyboard, clicky. What do you call it? What industrial keyboard, or what's that called? Where it's super clicky and
mechanical.
I got one of those.
Industrial keyboard.
And I got it for cheap. I got it for like $9 on Amazon on sale one day, and I ended up loving it.
Right.
So I bought 2 of them, so I have a backup in case this one ever gets something spilled on it.
Well, this thing is pretty cool. It's got like this faux pretend RGB kind of thing. So it looks really good in the dark, and you got little scrolly wheels and things, and it's just a pleasure to use.
That seems all right.
It seems all right.
Seems like a thing you could use and feel okay about using. Yeah.
And one thing I like about it is it comes with its own little dongle, and that's far superior over Bluetooth. I've had so many bad Bluetooth experiences over the last couple of weeks, especially with my controllers.
What's wrong with your controllers? Tell us more about that. What happened? What are you syncing with?
Okay. All right. So I ordered a Bluetooth dongle for my PC because when I ordered my motherboard, I didn't realize it didn't have built-in Bluetooth. And I was like, okay, so I got the most highest rated BS, little tiny one that you could plug into the front of your computer. And it works okay most of the time. But then me and Andrew, my oldest son, got to play in two controllers. Only thing we had going on that thing was that we both were sitting within 6 foot of the receiver.
Like you
and
do.
we were not having any luck. It was just like so much lag and just dropouts. It was terrible.
That's interesting.
Dang
I haven't had this problem with anything except for a PC to, I guess, Xbox One controller that the box, the tower's just, it's either too far over there,
right,
or I've got too much stuff here that's interfering, like screens and stuff that are interfering with the signal. And so I ended up going wired on my PC for a controller, which I actually prefer anyway. But like as far as
I had to go back to the
my Series X, I can have that controller in here. I'm about 40 feet away from that thing, and then there's a giant wall here and here, and I can still turn that thing on from here.
How can they not make? Okay, that's what I was going to complain about. Okay, first of all, I like aesthetics. You like aesthetics, right? I like to make my little gaming area look nice. And all of the really well-rated long-distance ranged external USBs, Bluetooth devices, all require you have that stupid-looking antenna.
Yep.
And I'm I worked really hard on making, my area aesthetically pleasing. I don't want to have a little stupid antenna.
Yeah, they suck.
But they're the only ones that really work, apparently.
Well, that's true. That's also true of Wi-Fi routers and everything else. You can go as slim and small as you want, but the ones that are going to have the best reach are going to be.
So why does my Xbox, which is, it's just a little box, it doesn't, why does it have such good Bluetooth connectivity?
Well, Disturbed Angel says they use their own some kind of custom protocol. I don't think that's true right now. The Series X uses Bluetooth 4.7 or 5.7 or whatever it is.
Right.
I think that's just Bluetooth, man. And I get I'll use my phone with, I have these headphones by... Oh, who's not Garmin? Who are the guys that make all the Office headsets? What's their names?
Plantronics?
I have this Plantronics headset that's just meant to be music headphones, and that sounds lame and boring, and some business guy sold them to me. They're awesome. They sound so good. They're really great. I love them.
Oh,
And
I love these I have on right now. These are stupid.
Yeah, see, there are plenty of stupid headphones that work great out there. I just
Yeah,
want to put
these are called Soundcore.
Yeah, those are stupid, but they're great.
They're stupid, but they sound fantastic.
Exactly. So that's how I feel about those, and I can have those freaking a billion miles away. For some reason, it works fine on my Bluetooth if I'm far away, and then I've got some devices that I need to be right up on that thing, or else it's going to cut out. So I don't get it. I don't get it.
I just don't get it. All right, you know what? Bluetooth, you're done. You're not good at transporting music. You're not good at transporting files. You're not good at much of anything except making me angry.
There you have it. Making you very, very angry. Well, I have something that'll make you happy. All right? You ready for this? Games! All right, my game pick this week is not what I announced last week. Therefore, I'd like to make an announcement that I will no longer be announcing the game I'm going to play the following week. I'm not going to do it anymore because I have too much of a random thing. It doesn't actually help anyone to know anyway. It's not like you're all going to go, oh, I'm going to go buy it too so I can. It's not like Film Sack. So the way I look at it is if I know for sure, I'll tell you. But if it's iffy, I like to have a little bit of breathing room in case some game pops into my life and I go, oh,
Sky can't be hooked up with your expectations. Now, I will be telling you what I'm going to play, but Scott can't be bothered with that.
Look, it means I have to commit in a way I'm not comfortable with, so I'm not doing it.
I agree, because it happens lots of times, you'll load up a game, and just for whatever reason, it's just like, okay, this game sucks. This is just stupid. Yeah. I'm out.
Yeah, I thought I was playing this, but now I'm not, and yeah. That's not good.
Yeah, maybe you're just sick of it because you've played a million other things like it that week. Who knows? Maybe Cyberpunk 2077 came out, and it's just not appropriate.
Yeah. Also, that game, I have things I could tell you about Cyberpunk that are bugging me. I'll just say this. This is weird to say this. I mean, this was my most anticipated game of the last 5 years, probably, right? Like, I've just been looking forward to this nonstop. And when I play it, it's fine. I'm enjoying it. I have it on PC and on Xbox, and I'm enjoying it. Here's the problem. I get deep into like a bunch of missions, and I go, oh, I really could be in Valhalla right now. Maybe I'll do that. Is that weird? It's a little weird.
No, it's not weird. You know what? And it's okay if you've gotten Cyberpunk and you dipped your toes in and that you want to wait a little bit. We've talked about this in the show before. Sometimes a game comes out, unfortunately, and it's a theme that you're just not currently wanting to play, even though you're very excited about the game.
Yeah, I am.
The game itself is very exciting.
Yeah, this happens. It's happening to me right now. So I have this thing right now where it's just like, oh, I could be helping Veneer or whatever his name is conquer the new world and take out all those jerk British people and those Saxons. Freaking F the Saxons.
Because it feels right. Yeah, Cyberpunk doesn't feel right at Christmas time, does it? Maybe it's something to do with that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very weird. But,
I don't know, but I am so blessed. I just want to give a shout out to Pikasaru, who gave me a copy of this game, Cyberpunk 2077, to play.
Pikasaru sounds like a guy in the Cyberpunk world giving you missions, is what that name sounds like.
It absolutely sounds like it. And I played it on, I got the game code on Good Old Games, but I played it via GeForce Now on my iPad in Safari. I cyberpunked that shit right there, my friend.
With a controller, or how you doing it?
Oh, yeah. With a controller, with an Xbox controller. How's that?
That's pretty good. Is it next week? We're getting the iOS version of the xCloud business, but I guess it's a browser thing.
Are they finally going through it?
They're doing it. And I'm really excited. Stadia also. And then one other thing was going to be there. Oh, no, it's already there. The Luna stuff from Amazon. You can already
the Amazon Luna stuff. Right.
Which I may test just for show reasons. I want to see how that is.
I didn't get it. I signed up, but I didn't get on board.
I didn't either. I signed up for like, hey, let us know if you want to be in early, and I did, but then I haven't really paid any attention. It seems, good, and it's not like Amazon doesn't have one of the biggest cloud footprints of the entire industry, so they'll be fine.
Right.
But we'll see. All right, my first game is a Steam game that you can also get on the Xbox Series X. It is not part of Game Pass, but it is purchasable for $12.99. In my case, I got a code from the developer, so I want to thank Ludicrous Games for sending this to me.
Did Luda send this to you?
Yeah, Ludicrous from all the Fast and Furious movies. He sent it to me. And sent me a rap album as well, which no one thinks about anymore because now he acts most of the time. But yeah, Ludacris.
He does. I was looking at something the other day, and it was like most searched for actor from like 2010 to now, and Ludacris male actor. Ludacris was always like in the top 10. I'm like, what?
It's weird. I don't get it, but he's
all right.
He's there. But anyway, so
not
we're talking,
not the same guy.
No, not the same guy. Ludacris spelled out like the real word. Games, both published and developed this. Right now, it's only on Xbox and Steam. I'm playing it on a Series X, and they very nicely sent me a code. So I wanted to mention that. It came out on December 4th, 2020, and I'll read their description first. It's they describe it as a fast-paced couch and online co-op. Excuse me, not co-op. Online arena brawler and comically violent one-shot kill battles that last about 25 seconds. Now, that description isn't bad. That's about it. That's an accurate description of what this game is. It is, think Towerfall, think Duck Game.
Okay. Now Duck Game, yeah.
Any kind of like a single screen sort of brawly thing where you're trying to one shot kill each other, and four of you can go head to head on the couch and swear at each other and be pissed and all that.
Very Towerfall. You're right.
Yeah, it's extremely Towerfall, which I am not going to complain about because I love that game.
Haven't done it in a while.
It's very good. In fact, if I wished Towerfall had a decent multiplayer online, I would probably care to get it again, but it doesn't. It never has. But you pick one of these players. One of the guys, by the way, is a little naked guy named Streaker or Streak or something, and he holds his hand in front of his junk the whole time, so that's fun.
That's hilarious.
There's also some traps in the world that you can set off, like, oh, I want him to get smushed by those spikes, and right when he's standing there, I'll flip the switch. So if you're not careful, you can get beat just by not paying attention to what's happening. This version I'm showing from this YouTube playthrough is when it was still in beta, and so there's only like 4 levels, but in the one I have, the final, there's a ton of levels. So you just basically just put this thing on, mix or whatever, and it will just play, just keep playing them in perpetuity. And the fights themselves are 25 seconds long maximum. So even if you lose, then that's a draw. The goal is first person to 10 or whatever you modify the rules to be is the winner. And if you kill yourself, you lose a point that you may have already earned because you committed suicide, and they don't give you points for that. If you kill somebody else, you get a point for killing them, or if you win the match, you get a point for killing them. And each one goes up, this little bar goes up until someone has 10. If there's any sort of tie, you have like kind of a final match or whatever. But there's never any camping because 25 seconds or you're screwed. Like you just got to keep fighting. Anyway, yeah, you could argue this is a ripoff of those games of something like Towerfall. I'm going to say I don't care. I really like it. I like it a lot, in fact. And I played it with my kids, and I swore like a sailor. You should have heard the words that came out of my mouth hole. It was bad.
It's not like Towerfall just came out last week. It's fine if you have, a few years between Tower. I think I played Towerfall first. If you want to know how long ago it was, I first played it on Ouya. All right.
Yeah, it was 2013 or 12 or something.
It's been a minute.
It's been a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's okay.
Yeah, but you should have heard me swear, dude. Oh my gosh.
Did you stream it?
No, I just played with Carter in the living room. But if I had streamed it, it wouldn't. It's going to be no worse than any horror game you've seen me play. It's just a lot more of it. And when she would lose, she had this tendency to punch me in the leg as hard as she could if I won.
Nice.
And so I'm like, why are you doing that? She goes,
I don't know
why I'm doing that. Why am I doing that? She kept saying. So anyway,
I love that.
It's a good game. I like it a lot. You got grenade launchers. You got like spread cannons. You got ricocheting stuff. You have this driller gun that shoots projectiles through objects that are normally impenetrable. You can kill yourself with almost everything. Again, one-shot kills. Just a big, ridiculous battle royale sort of fight to the end with you.
So far, it all looks like the same map this person is playing. So
yeah, he's not rotating out. He's set one level and then just said we're staying here. But you can set it so that every pop is a new level. Right. There's also, and like I said, there's lots of ways to sort of granularly.
If I'd say it slower,
it's not working. It won't come out. It's like a poo. I can't get it out.
Granularity.
You can change the rules to do all sorts of stuff. Like how long do these rounds last? How many total rounds are there? How many points to win? Like you can totally dink with what the defaults are and have some fun with it. I haven't played an online game because when I got on, nobody was on, but that was also I think the week it was released is when I first played it. So it may be better now, but either way, you can play online if you want to. And I can't think of a better way right now to give shit to your friends than shooting them in this game. It's fantastic. So highly recommend it. Here's a little sound from it. You want to hear that? You want to hear how it sounds?
Oh, please. I want to hear a little sound.
All right, here's a little guntastic audio for you. Selecting your character. Oh, selecting your character. Counter counts down. 3, 2, 1. Now you're in the arena.
Get ready!
Oh, jeez. Did you hear that? Fight!
I did. Get ready.
Yeah, he's serious, that guy. This announcer guy is really into it. Anyway, it's as dumb and goofy as it sounds. And if you can do a whole lot worse in this game for $13. So go check it out. That, again, is Guntastic.
And you said Guntastic is on Steam, and I can pay a measly $13 to do this. Did you say it was... Okay, so you said it's couch co-op, right? Is it also the...
Well, there's no co-op. It's all PvP, but yeah, you're fighting each other.
Yeah. I'm sorry. So yeah.
It's literally on the couch for me because I'm playing it on an
right.
Xbox. I'm not.
So it's couch PvP.
Yeah.
Right, but can you play it through the Steam Play thing?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Play.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah, you can play online. You can. I didn't, like I said, I got it too new. Nobody had it. I think I got it before the game was technically out. And so,
what do you think about the character designs? I kind of dig them. They're kind of
they're not bad. They're pretty. They're just.
It's got pixel art characters.
Yeah, and it's like, hey, this guy's a poo, and this other guy is a construction worker, and here's this other guy, and it's that kind of stuff. But it works for me, and I quite like it. Guntastic, available now, Xbox Series S and X, and the computer. The personal computer.
The computer, your PC, sir.
All right, tell me about Dragon Quest XI-S, and before you do, just know I also played this, so let the dueling thoughts begin. What do you think?
That is fantastic. I did play Dragon Quest XI-S, Echoes of an Elusive Age, Definitive Edition. Whew, that's a big title to be getting off the Xbox Game Pass, which I did. I played this on the PC, even though I could have played it on my console. Mm-hmm. I just felt like I had a little better experience there, especially after I decided to hook up my wireless controller, which is how I was playing it. Did not play it with a keyboard and mouse. Did you?
No, I'm playing this on. Well, I have it on PC as well. So, but in both that and the console versions, I played with a controller.
I think this kind of games lend themselves more to the controller setup. This is Square Enix, developer and publisher. They originally came out in 2017, I believe, in Japan, and then made its way to the US and I think around 2019 for the Switch and the PS4, but finally landed in our laps on December the 4th, 2020 for PC and Xbox users. And that's when I saw it, and I was like, what's this crap?
Game Pass, right? Game Pass.
Game Pass, right? And I said, what's this crap? My oldest son, Andrew, said, hey, I think you'll like this game. It has the artwork of Dragon Ball, and it should, because it's Akira Toriyama.
Yep.
And plays kind of like Kingdom Hearts, which it should. Square Enix. So I was like, all right, I'm in. I like Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts minus the real-time combat. The combat in this game is traditional turn-based and stuff.
It's turn-based. Right. Well, this was just, we hadn't even downloaded it yet. He just watched some videos. What do you want from me? It was our first sale, and I was like, yeah, I'll play that with you. So yeah, you're right. It is turn-based. So so you play. It's a JRPG, right? It's RPG, but
it's Japanese as hell. This thing, for sure.
It's Japanese as hell, but it's not, because if you had picked up the original Dragon Quest 11 in title and just stopped there, then yeah, this would have been very Japanese. It had Japanese dialogue, Japanese. The music was more towards that way. You as an English consumer probably would have said, like, I don't know what's going on here, but these people added the S. They added the S for the symphony, which has this great symphonic music. You can choose to switch between, by the way.
And I had to turn down, by the way, because it's so repetitive. My gosh, it goes over and over and over and over.
It is repetitive, but it is essential to making this game feel like it's an epic. Like it is just like you are on an epic adventure, and I appreciate it. But yeah, you're right. I switched back and forth between that. And if you downloaded the content, I don't know if you got... I assume you got it since you got the Game Pass Ultimate. You could actually download some content and listen to the music from, I think, 9. I think it was.
Can I do that? I didn't
know that. I think you can toggle into the music for 9. So there's a lot of music choices. That's what this game really should have been called, because it is Definitive Edition. It allows you to do a lot of things.
You ever flip it into 2D mode by chance? try that?
I did flip into, so you can do 3D mode or you can go back to classic 2D mode. You can also change from Japanese voice actors to English voice actors. By the way, they did a fantastic job on the English
The
voice
English
acting.
guy, I'm not sure the English acting's all that great. The guy, Eric is his name with the blue hair? He's rough, dude. Rough.
Right. And the accents, they lean a little too hard in some of the accents, but they still made me laugh. They made me laugh. And I think it was good quality translation. How about that? Maybe the dialogue was good. Maybe the voice acting was enjoyable. How about that? Enjoyable.
You know what? It is enjoyable, and I don't mind some cheese. So it's not a problem so much for me, but it's not good. I wouldn't call it good.
Maybe good isn't the word.
Yeah, it's the wrong word.
But it's very competent. How's that?
Okay.
And I really enjoyed it. And I'll tell you, they should call this game the way you want, because other than it being, it's not really open world, but there is a vast area to navigate. You're not forced, and unlike a lot of these games, you're not forced for random encounters unless you're at sea. You're not.
Oh, there are random encounters at sea? I guess I haven't seen any of that.
Yeah, that's a little later on. According to how long you play. This game's like around 65 plus hours worth of gameplay. So I think I put in like about 10 so far. And so I've just barely started peeking in to some of the later game stuff. Not even close, man. So
I have a rule that whatever the number of the sequel is, I only play that many hours. So I'll play 11
that many hours. Yeah. And I'm like out.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm out.
Yeah, if I play a game that's 2, I'll play it for 2 hours and then I'm done.
Right.
Yeah.
So the encounters to battle, which you can choose. You can run by some monsters, all these Pokemon looking monsters like the hairy beaver platypus. Have you run across this guy? Yeah. He's like a hairy beaver.
Yeah, he's like a hairy beaver. Yeah.
I don't hairy beaver. Yeah, hairy beaver. And or hairy platypus is what it really is. And yeah, so anyway, it's what you would expect. The character design is what you would expect from Akira Toriyama.
Yeah, I don't love the eyes, which is the same reason I don't like Dragon Ball Z eyes. The eyes have always driven me crazy. Other than that, I'm totally fine with this art style. It's fine.
I'm totally fine with the art style too, except I'll tell you the thing that's even freakier looking than the monsters you have to battle, which like I said are very Pokemon looking. There is always like that amalgamation of two characters put into one with like some kind of special power or something. The villagers that you have to encounter, oh my gosh, they're such weirdos. Now you're talking about some weird eyes with those people. Now those guys, they look weird. But okay, so yeah, like I said, this game to me, like the center point of this game, the definitive edition, is the ability to do just about wherever you want to, explore just about wherever you want to go. You're hardly ever forced to do something. So like if you want to just go through the story, you can go through the story, which is great because if you're a younger player and you don't want to try to battle every single monster on the way, you don't have to. Of course, it helps because you get to level up, right? I love that. You're putting up the pictures there. The Dragon Ball.
I just want to show why I can't stand these eyeballs. They're the
right.
worst.
Oh, I hate the angry eyeballs. It doesn't bother me too much when they got the standard just looking eyeballs, but when they put those eyebrows of doom
they're bad
in there, oh, it's bad.
Yeah, they're bad. I hate them. It's look, I enjoy Dragon Ball when I've seen it and watched it and paid attention, but not those eyes, dude. The eyes.
But your RPG in here, man, you're doing some of almost a little bit of the dungeon crawling where you're like looting and exploring and looting and getting your stuff, and you can also craft. I don't know if you got a chance to do any crafting yet because I've only gotten into it just a little bit. So there's a lot of different ways you can play this game. I mean, you can even, like you said, you can play 2D or 3D. Now the 2D interface, you can come across random encounters, and I did. And that was a pain in the butt.
Yeah, because random encounters suck, and they're one of the worst things on this planet. And if it had that in this game in the 3D mode, I wouldn't play it at all. But thankfully, I don't, so I haven't.
Very, very rarely do you have to, are you exposed to that. So most of it, like I said, is chosen battles. And if you don't want to fight, usually in most areas, you can ring the bell and bring your horse up, and you can just get to galloping along, taking along your partners, of course. We hadn't even talked about your great partners. You have Eric, who you mentioned. You met the thief, right? You met the thief down in the darkest, dingiest of basements.
Yeah, he's
because you're the luminary, right?
Yeah, you're supposed to be the savior. You're the savior of the planet or whatever until you meet the king, and he's a super dick.
And he calls you. What does he call you? He calls you the
usurper.
He accuses you of being you're the usurper. You're the bad guy. And so so you're on the run. You're a lamb on the run, man.
Yep. no doubt. Everyone's got cool spiky DBZ hair, and
yes,
and it's all that business.
I will give this game. I'm having a lot of fun. That's what I'm giving this game.
Oh,
I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm going to keep playing it. And I'll be honest with you, it kind of taught me something about how I do game reviews for the Boop Show. Like this was a game that when I saw it, I said, yeah, I'm going to play that because I was thinking it has such a small footprint in the US in comparison to its larger, location of Japan, because I think around, 1 million copies or something like that in the US was sold if you didn't include the Game Pass, which we all have access to now. So you're talking about a relatively very small footprint in America. And so I never played any of the Dragon Quest games. This is my first one. And I think from what I read, Dragon Ball, that picture is hilarious. If you don't watch the video, you listen to this as a podcast, you don't watch the video, you are missing out.
Missing out, baby.
Missing out.
Yep.
But oh God, what was I even talking about?
I don't know. See, this is the problem with looking at the stream. It's all distracting.
Right.
And stuff, see.
Oh, so I don't think it looks so great. So I was. Oh man, I've totally lost my train of thought. That was hilarious. Yeah. Don't show me that crazy
I'll never
crap
do that again.
I'm gonna have nightmares about that thing. But
anyway.
I'm having fun. I know what it was. If I'm gonna play a game like this, I'm gonna start looking ahead of time because, like I said, small footprint. So I didn't really think of it as a a AAA title. And I forget that usually like AAA titles are really long games.
Sure.
I mean, like, that like something like Minecraft, which was an indie game to begin with, that's going to be long because there's no real end game. You just play, you just keep
forever.
building.
Yeah.
You build forever. And I was thinking Dragon Quest is like, what is it? Like 25 hours? I got this. No problem. Yeah. So it was huge. So I think in the future, I'm going to like maybe start planning one of these and just play it over 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's that kind of game. I agree with that. That's actually a pretty good idea. Also, Dragon Quest Builders 2 is my other favorite Dragon Quest related game. But as far as like Square Enix games go, the Japanese stuff like, Final Fantasy, all that stuff, I think this might be my favorite they've made. I really like it. A lot.
Out of everything I've done, I like Final Fantasy, okay, but if I had to choose, if you said, hey, Brian, this reminds me so much of a Disney/Nintendo property, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, there's like a little Zelda in here. There's definitely a little bit of that DNA. And it just doesn't take itself so seriously. Like, I feel like it's just a more lighthearted romp, whereas everything in Final Fantasy is, we must take it from the grasp of Sephiroth himself before we are all done for. I can't do that. All right.
Yeah,
well,
this is mostly about recruiting dogs to scare off dumb guards who are afraid of dogs. So I mean, you're right. It is a very lighthearted romp, and I love the save system. I love how they've you save the system by going to the church and confessing your exploits, and then the exploits are shown in between, like as cutscenes, like what you've done so far. And it's like, hey, remember this? Hey, remember that? And it really does just feel epic. It feels like you're really creating an epic story. I like the fact that the luminary, your primary character, is mute, so you get to put yourself. He gets to be your surrogate. He really is just a blank slate in this game, and that really allows.
Do you like
to
the
really
save system where you got to go talk to a church guy to save all the time? I don't know if I love.
Yeah,
that.
I don't know. It's fine. There's another game of doing the same way. You have to talk to a church guy to save. It's always like, oh, go talk to the church guy to save. Okay, I'm saving, church guy.
Yeah.
But I did like the idea of how they played it in. They played it in, like I said, it makes sense because you're saving. You're not saving. You're actually confessing.
Yeah, you're having a moment with your clergy that's like empowering in a bunch of ways. You can train there, you can heal there, you can do all that stuff. So yeah, I get it.
It's good. I didn't even talk about all the stats. I didn't even talk about the battling because the battling is pretty typical of the JRPG, the battles you do, and the tactics system is pretty good in this. There's a pretty good bit of choices you can choose for what kind of tactics you do for each fight because it's kind of on rails once you start. You also choose the speed of the fight. So there's, like I said, this game is so Burger King. This is like, have it your way. It's like how you want it. You want the music this way? Not
only that, even some of the stuff you fight, like those pickle dudes, you just freaking.
Oh, I love the pickle dudes. It's what is it? A fuzzy cucumber? What is it? It's something like that.
Something like that.
I do like that. Yeah.
Lots of weird, like you said, Pokemon-like stuff. It's very weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, worth
But I enjoyed
playing
it.
for sure. Go get it. It's on Game Pass. I would say your quickest way to entry there. But if not,
or
you can
you can spend $40 on this game, and it's really worth it. I mean, it's 60 plus hours, $40, and having it your way.
It's on the Switch.
Do it.
If you want to play it on the Switch, they got it
Switch
there.
would be the best place to play this game.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm guessing it's ugly on there. Oh, but they do have a demo there, by the way. So you can play a ton of it before it says, okay, now you got to pay it. So if you want to try it out there, you can.
I think the 2D part would be really cool. Now, the 2D is really a gimmick to me because I enjoyed playing the 2D, but not for very long.
I don't need it. I like that you can switch immediately. Like it's just like right then you can go to that and it doesn't have to reload or anything. So that's interesting from like a design perspective. But I used it once, saw it, and went, all right, I'm good, and then went back to the modern way.
Just one warning: if you're sensitive to over sexualization of characters and the Japanese sensibilities for that in their entertainment, this is plenty of that, because there's plenty of times when the girl characters are, scantily clad and used as fetish, basically.
I can't take them seriously because I got big dumb Dragon Ball Z eyes, and I can't take it serious. It's like, oh, there's a real hot body there and a lady, and now let's see your face. It's freaking Goku.
So if that upsets you, now I was tried not to be too upset, because we're all trained now to watch out for chauvinist behavior. And there's a place at the very beginning where you're coming of age and you have a small quest to go on, you, the dog, and your best girlfriend. Yeah. And she ends up during the battle. She's a cheerleader. That's all she does. She cheers. The dog attacks and you attack, but she's a cheerleader.
Yeah,
I realized later on.
Fight. It's like, come
exactly.
On, man.
So she's like, yay. So it's like, okay, come on. But then later on I found, well, when you adjust your parties later on, you'll have more characters than party slots. And so even it doesn't matter who it is. It can be Eric out there. Yeah. If he's not in the actual battle, he'll still cheer you on. So.
Eric, the bane of this game, as far as I'm concerned. He drives me up a freaking tree. I can't stand him.
He's something.
Well,
he's something.
I hope you guys enjoy it. Again, Game Pass, Steam, Switch, PS4, Xbox One, everywhere video games, everywhere. Yep. Oh, in fact, Epic has it. Epic Store has it as well.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They may have gotten it first, actually. They may have done like a.
I think you're right.
PC version, I mean. But anyway, Dragon Quest 11S Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition. It's a long ass title.
It is.
Put that in your chicken and
for a long ass game.
That's right. And now this. Whoops. This.
It's a me, Mario.
Hey, it's time for Guess Our Game. It's where we take a game and we play some audio from it. We try to stump each other on what the game is. And we try not to be too obscure, because what's the point of that? So mine's a little bit more mainstream this week. And here's your hint, Brian. It came out for the Xbox original. Not the one.
Interesting.
One.
So did mine.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And we're looking at about 2002 here, I believe.
It's probably about the same time period.
This ended up on
launch title.
I think mine wasn't launched, but I think it may have started there and then ended up on PCs, PlayStation 2. Like everybody eventually got it, but it started there, and that's all.
Nobody else got this. This was a Xbox exclusive, I believe.
Oh, then all right then. Well, you're never going to guess then, so check this out.
I can't believe you beat me here.
I like to be early. Hello, Colonel.
You can use my name. The room's safe.
Lambert.
Good to see you again. I trust NSA orientation is going well?
Well enough. Everybody's been real coy about what exactly I'm allowed to know.
It's the nature of the agency. We don't let any one person know everything, which means we've all got to work together.
Pretty sure that's RoboCop doing the voice of the chief, by the way. So
it kind of sounds like that.
I think it's Peter Weller. I really do. But anyway.
Right. I think you said the Xbox?
Xbox, where it first started, yeah. First launch, and it was also the best looking version of the bunch. Nobody else has looked as good.
Right. It sounds like Splinter Cell, but I thought they started on the PlayStation.
You would be. Hold on. Where's my ding? I don't have a ding, so instead I'm going to use one of your weird noises. You are correct. That is correct. It is Splinter Cell, and that came out for.
I could have swore that started on the PlayStation. Shows you what I know.
No.
I could tell what it was though, but just not where.
So
it
that had
started.
Michael Ironsides in it as Sam Fisher, but the other character, I'm pretty sure that's freaking Peter Weller, man. I'm gonna try it one more time.
It sounds like it. It sounds like.
I can't believe you beat me here.
I swear that's Peter Weller. Someone look it up. Is it Splinter Cell 1?
My favorite Splinter Cell was the one that was on the PSP. I played so much of that.
I never played that game.
That game.
I really liked Splinter Cell through the whole series. Every game they put out, I played, and I liked. The 2013 game, I loved, and then they haven't done anything since then. So rumors are there's a Splinter Cell game at the works at Ubisoft right now that they are working on that and maybe announce it this year. And that Michael Ironsides is back doing the voice of Sam Fisher. That would be really cool. But now I want freaking RoboCop to be back as well. So there you have it.
Agreed.
Anyway, an amazing series. To me, it redefined what stealth could be and influenced a ton of stuff, including new Ubisoft games like Assassin's Creed and other things. So it's fantastic. Which one had one of them? Was it PlayStation 3 era? One of the Splinter Cell games had an amazing multiplayer mode where it was like this cat and mouse kind of hunt thing. Do you remember that? Oh, dude.
Which one was that?
Good.
Oh man.
Frick.
Crab it on a stick, crab.
I can't think of it. But I loved it. It's like Splinter Cell Underground or Splinter Cell. Hey, we're at it again.com or something.
Splinter Cell multiplayer.
Something like that. Oh, that is little Thomas Hayden Church. Hold on.
I can't believe you beat me here.
No, that's not him. That's Peter Weller. It's got to freaking be.
Yeah.
All right. What is wrong with Gmail, by the way? Gmail's all effed up today. Have you noticed this?
I did earlier today. It hasn't been giving me any trouble in the last little bit, but
everything I sent people, they just weren't getting. It says sent. I have confirmation that it's sent. Nothing's getting sent. So I don't know.
Nothing's getting sent. It's all lies.
Not used to that. It's really annoying me. Okay, well, Google, get your poo together. Okay, next up, Brian's clip. Brian, any setup for this before I play it?
Sure. Originally launched on the Xbox original, the one that you could always win at the Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And it came out November the 15th, 2001, and it was a exclusive to the Xbox as the publisher was Microsoft Game Studios.
Very nice. Let's play it now and see what we get.
Get ready! 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, I think I know this. This was Bill Gates' favorite game.
Is it really?
Oh, now I'm going to think about it.
It was my favorite game for a long time.
Oh, it's a multiplayer minigame kind of thing.
Yes.
You would go and do different obstacle courses, try to be the last one standing.
You could be at the Coliseum or downtown or play in the Outlands. But that wasn't my favorite. My favorite was the waterfront.
Fusion Frenzy, that's the name.
Fusion Frenzy.
Let's see if the chat got it. Yep, Fusion Frenzy. By the way, there's still some confusion in the chat room. I wasn't asking who plays Sam Fisher. I'm asking who plays the other guy, this guy.
I can't believe you beat me here.
All right, that's a different guy. Sam Fisher is this guy.
Hello, Colonel.
You can use my name.
The hello, Colonel. That's the guy. I know who Sam Fisher is.
They sound the same.
They do sound a lot the same. But I want to know if that first guy, not the second guy who was freaking Michael Ironsides. I know that. I'm saying the first guy is Peter Weller or I'm eating my hat. That's what I'm saying.
I can't believe you beat me here.
My hat.
I don't know why the chat room's so confused. No, Sam Fisher is... Oh, Don Johnson? Jordan? Is that who this is? No, wait. He didn't do the first one. He did the new one. Hold on. 2000 and whatever. Yeah, this isn't the same. Oh, no, it is. Damn it. It is him. It's not Peter Weller. Well, F that. That's bad news. All right. Brian, well done to both of us for getting a thing right.
Oh, not bad,
Yeah,
Scott. Not bad at all.
We both did it today. I don't know if you noticed. Okay, next week, I don't know what I'm playing yet. So that's just how it's going to be. Okay? I'll play whatever I want. Brian's going to play El Herijo, or how do you say it?
El Herijo, possibly. Like I said, I didn't commit to. Oh, look at that. That mouse I was telling you about that likes to jump over. Okay, hold on a second. Let me scroll back down.
It's all right. I enjoyed it.
So my options were El Hijo.
Is it Hijo or Hijo? El Hijo?
I'm going to say Hijo is a pretty good one. El Hijo, it was a game that was sent to me and Scott both for a game review.
Yep.
There's also another one I picked up called Gibbous, a Cthulhu adventure. And that looked interesting. And then I also thought about just dumping all of that and maybe just revisiting some of my favorite games from this past year, because I think next week we're going to try to tackle our favorite games that we've played this year.
Yeah, the
and
Boop
talked about on
2020,
Boop
the 2020 Boop games of the year. That's our plan.
Yeah.
And we're not going to do, don't expect us coming in here with all guns blazing about some AAA shit. We're going to talk about these little bitty games we played that we loved. And they could be things like Hades, I think is in that category
absolutely.
for sure. So a bunch of games, but don't expect us coming in here going, Cyberpunk hands down and the Call of the Duty, Cold War 235. Whatever it is.
We're not talking about game of the year. We're talking about a Boop game of the year. The ones that we played this year for this show specifically.
Yes.
That's where we're going.
We're trying to give as much love as we can to the indies and the subs and all the stuff out there. Not the subs like you all are thinking, you dirty-minded people, about subs and what those are. Okay, that's not what I'm saying. What's it? Look, I hear people talk all the time. This is going to make me seem really stupid, but I haven't really bothered to look any further, so I don't know. I think I know what OnlyFans is. It's where somebody...
Isn't it fans only, or is it OnlyFans?
There's something called OnlyFans. I don't know if it's a website, an app, or whatever, but it's basically people who are like, hey, you sign up for my OnlyFans, I'm going to show my nipples or whatever. I don't know what they do.
Right.
Do I have that right? Is that what that is? So when people say, Scott, you need to do your OnlyFans, they're just saying, Scott, you should do your personal porn page or whatever.
The articles that I've read based on some kerfuffle earlier this year with a particular actress who decided that she was going to migrate away from one platform to there and disrupted a lot of people's money making, are referred to as sex workers. So I'm assuming it's mostly webcam kind of thing. So I don't know exactly what those people do, and I've never really looked into it. I'm probably not gonna, but that's my understanding just from the news reporting angle.
All right, sign up to make money and interact with. See, I always thought when I first heard about it, I thought, oh, this is like a cool closed system where if people want to hang out with you, they can come and say, all right, hey, here's $5. Thanks for all your content. And you just do cool streams for them or whether. I didn't know is it explicitly like sex based? Is that? I think
the most thriving market or the thriving genre in their market, just from what I've read,
Well, that makes sense. Porn always does that, but
yeah, that I think that's where the lion's share goes, because I think a lot of these people were doing stuff like what was it, the Tumblr kind of stuff, like the blogs and stuff. They were able to leverage stuff, but when all those places started cracking down on adult material, they had to find their own places. But I think the economy is set up for just anybody, right?
Okay.
Just
anybody. I believe you. I have no idea. And I'm not. I was curious, and then I mentioned it, and someone said, "Oh, don't even go near that with a 500-foot pole, Scott. Don't do it."
Oh,
like,
no,
what?
Because there's definitely an image problem. People definitely think of that first.
Okay.
What you're saying too.
Okay, well, that's unfortunate for them, or maybe it's fortunate. That's how they're making their money. I don't know.
It's probably where they make all their money, so I'm probably not complaining too much.
All right,
they found a niche.
There you have it. Now this. Time to read correspondence sent via electronic mail. This was sent from someone named Gorgon. Do you believe it? Or
Gorgon.
Do you think that's probably not their real name? It's probably not Gorgon.
I wanted to be Gorgon. If I had one more child, I would name it Gorgon. Go ahead.
Would you? Do it. Yeah, dude, you still got the sperm. Let's do it. Let's make it.
You still got the little swimmies. Do it.
You got ways of propagating the species, you know.
They're so tired, though, Scott. They're so tired.
Slow and tired. You said something years ago that makes me laugh every time I hear it, so I'm just going to play this real quick. This is Brian Dunaway saying, hold on. It's an old film sack forever ago. Here it is.
Booby slave! Booby slave, retrieve me my Mingo phone. I need to contact Flash Gordon.
This to me that's the genesis moment of Brian's current styling of how he does intros on Film Sack.
It absolutely is.
To me, that was like the moment where you went, I've found my calling, and everything since then has been like that or better.
I threw poo at the soundboard for almost 2 years, and finally when that happened, it was like, oh, I found myself.
Jarom also says OnlyFans will get you people eating like those mukbang video people. I don't understand those.
Yeah, I guess if you want to see something, I guess that just the fans need to come in there and see that crap.
OnlyFans get to see you eat food. Okay, let's move on to this email. Gorgon says, oh, by the way, he sent this to boopshow@gmail.com. He says, hey guys, the older I get, the more I like indie games more than AAA titles, which is partly why I love your show so much. Just curious if you think there's something to that and our age and our maturation as players, says Gorgon. Well, Gorgon,
the answer is absolutely.
I think so too. Part of it though may surprise him why I think this is true. Because to me, this isn't all about, I don't want to play a AAA game. I'd rather play a small one because I'm getting older. I don't think that's it. I think what it is we have played so many games in our lifetime and played so much of them. Every genre has come and it's gone, or it's stayed or it's left or whatever, and we've touched it. We've gone in there and played some of it. So by the time you get to be my age, I think I'm starting to be, I need a unique, smaller experience that I haven't seen before more often. Right. And that's where indie games thrive as far as I'm concerned. They do things mechanically or conceptually, sometimes story or narrative-wise, that are new and different and don't feel like just another Call of Duty story mode. You know what I mean? So a chance to go somewhere a little different, do it just a little bit differently in presentation, that kind of stuff that comes out of the indie world far more than it does a 200-person team giant release. So I think that's why, because we do mature into wanting those unique, different experiences, and we're sick of the same old a little bit. I think that's it.
There you go. I think you nailed it. That's exactly what I would say as well. Because exposure to the same thing over and over and over again. These AAA titles, they got to play it safe because they got to market towards a certain age group. And so at a point, you finally go, I've played a million of these.
Well, plus when there's billions potentially on the line for a release versus two guys in their basement trying to make good on a quick idea where they control all the creativity, like you are going to get different results. And I'm not saying that a great indie or a great AAA game can't exist with those attributes. Certainly they can. I've played plenty that I love,
so many good ones
this year. But I don't know. There's something about the indie space, which is why we do this show. So we're glad you like it, Gorgon, and you're welcome to write in anytime, just like everyone else.
Retrieve me my Mingo phone.
My Mingo phone. Boopshow@gmail.com is the email address. That is going to do it for this week's show. By next week, we should have... Well, I'll just tell you guys, we're going to launch a Patreon for the show because we've never done one.
What?
And part of that Patreon is going to be a bunch of stuff you don't currently get. Bonus content, extra stuff. It's going to be rad. We're going to take
stuff that we left on the cutting room floor, like 2 or 3 audio clips that we didn't play. Because Scott said, that's too many, Brian. And I said, okay.
Yeah. All right. That's fine. I also have a little mashup we're going to play. Do you want to hear this? This came from Jamie. He does the TMS mashups as well. And I wanted to share this with everybody. This is called Johnson and Dunaway Part 1. Enjoy.
You see how short my sword is?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
See how embarrassingly short that sword is?
Yeah, I've heard that about you before.
Yeah, yes. It's embarrassing.
Did we do this one last week? We didn't, did we?
I can't remember. I think we played it
a little high-pitched. Getting a cold? Oh, yeah. No.
Maybe if you stop sitting on your balls.
It looks like ass, but it's kind of deep and good. And I
respect
and that.
It's deep and good.
I respect that. Anyway, I'm going to try to
stop touching my Squirtle. What is his pink counterpart?
Oh, that's his sister.
Is it Blithers?
Blithers or Blowhard or something like that. Some other blah name. Blagina? It's not Blagina.
Right.
Blathgina. There.
Can you put your finger inside your little slot?
Yeah. I put my finger in and out of my slot all the time.
Squids from Space by Fun Bits.
Yeah. Fun Bits was my stripper name in high school.
It was Fun Bits.
Yeah.
Stone Shard. Yeah, you did good. You pulled that one right out of your butt.
Right out of my bunghole. Yep.
Right out of your bunghole.
Some kid in high school was 15 and he's just always getting boners and stuff. And now he's 30.
Now he's 30.
And he probably doesn't get near as many boners.
What's the cutoff date before you eat the rhino penis?
Rhino penis. You could go find a lady and you could have the sex.
No, you could have the hot coffee.
Oh, all right. Sorry. You could have the hot coffee.
That's right.
Yeah, the fall guy. You know the fall guy. He's
fall guy.
been blown up by Farrah, got hit for Raquel Welch. And
I am a stunt man, and this is what we do. And for some reason, I solve crime because it's the 80s. I'm not sorry for being so awesome.
Everything here's made out of shit. Also, take your pants off. Mine is called the Dirt Pickle. I'm proud of it.
Dirt pickle.
Yeah, Dirt Pickle.
I fell on the ground, penis first, and now I call it the dirt pickle.
Well, I wasn't really referring to my peen, but I get you.
Did you fish for beavers?
I haven't fished for a single beaver. No.
No beaver
That's what we
fishing.
used to do in high school. We go beaver fishing on the weekend. That doesn't mean anything, guys. All right, don't be writing me.
But doesn't it?
It doesn't. Mario and Luigi's
Oh,
Super
jeez.
Saga, whatever it is.
Mario and Luigi super soggy.
Oh no, Mario, he'd say.
Oh no, you dropped your sandwich into the toilet. Oh,
it's a soggy. It's soggy. I love that last bit.
Oh, that was so good.
That's pretty good. We got another one for next week. So
Oh, so excited. Yeah, I think we got confused because we played it post show, but I don't think we included in the proper.
no, I effed that
Maybe
up.
it's different
Yeah, I
whichever.
played it post show and then was like, oh shoot, we were supposed to play it in the real show. Okay, here's a bonus for you guys that hung around, and then I'll put it up next week. And then here I am remembering it. And next week, since it's our end of year show, we'll play that next one on there. So enjoy that. Okay? All right. Hey, Brian, real quick here, just a reminder to folks that they can find everything they need over at frogpants.com/boop, boopshow@gmail.com, and we're on Twitter at Boop Show. You can find Brian at TheBrian Dunaway. You can find me at Scott Johnson. So reach out, talk to us, touch someone.
Oh.
That's going to do it for us, for me, for Brian, for all of you. We'll see you next Tuesday. This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
I don't like steam.
I love steam.